Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Joni Come Lately. Before I go into what this week's theme is, this is video 10. I can't even believe that I've been doing this for 10 weeks. I've been, doing 10 videos, dropping them every single Monday morning, showing up with on the camera with my cue cards, putting myself out there in a way that I just never thought I would be doing. Honestly, I didn't know if I could do one video, let alone 10. So, celebrate with me because it is a big milestone for me, number 10. And who knows, when I look back on this, I'll think, what on earth was I ever so nervous about? But right now, yes, I'm still cringy and I'm still nervous. But thank you so much for continuing to follow me and be here. I really appreciate your loyalty. That was last week's theme. So this week's theme is ambition. I'm not talking about someone who is relentlessly trying to pursue their corporate ladder. Those days are gone for me. And maybe for many of you, that's also gone. It's a kind of ambition I want to talk about that's kind of more personal. It's a healthy ambition. It's a kind that, drives personal growth, purpose, achievement. My story with ambition goes much further back than my self-publishing journey, or even back, from the time that I started the secondaries. It goes all the way back, and I know I've talked about this before. It goes back to the time when I was a little girl, spending countless hours at my grandparents' or my own home, playing with paper dolls and, spending countless hours making up and, stories about their pretend life, giving them names, giving them adventures. That little girl at the time did not know she was a writer, but her imagination already did. When the idea for the secondaries finally came to me, I did not just think about writing it. I envisioned myself traveling around the world, doing signings, doing book readings. I could see it. I saw all of it before a single word hit a page. That is ambition. The ability to see something that does not yet exist and work hard enough and long enough to make it come to fruition. But here's the thing about ambition that nobody talks about. It also can be a double-edged sword. And believe me, I have felt both edges. Because here's what ambition does not, that doesn't, nobody warns you about when you're ambition. It asks you to do things that you never planned for. Things that you never prepared for, things that do not come naturally to you. Take marketing, for example. And I bring this up a lot, and I make no apologies for it because it is still one of the hardest things for me to do. And it doesn't come natural to me. Whereas other people, your influencers, that's why they're influencers, because it does come natural to them. And I don't know if it ever will. And yet here I am, 10 videos in, 9 newsletters, a puzzle piece contest running across 3 social media platforms. Doing it anyway, because my ambition for my book to be successful demands it of me. And here's what I want to say to anyone who is watching or has a goal or dream that kind of just feels out of reach. If there is something within your own ambition that is stopping you from taking that first step, please use me as a guiding tool. Not because I have it figured out, because you already know, and I mention it over and over, I don't have it all figured out. But because I'm doing it anyway, even though, I continue to use cue cards, even though I'm still nervous and I cringe over each video that I produce. I'm doing it anyway, out loud and in public, one uncomfortable step at a time. If I can do this at 63, you can do whatever it is you've been putting off, no matter what your age is. And ambition lives at the heart of the secondaries in ways that still surprise me when I go back and read it. My protagonist arrives in his new life with something most 16-year-olds do not have, a sense of purpose that goes far beyond what any of his peers can see or understand. He knows why he is here. He knows what is at stake, and that knowledge fuels an ambition that is both his greatest strength and his most dangerous vulnerability. Because here is the double edge I mentioned earlier. Ambition that is focused and purposeful can move mountains. But ambition that is unchecked, ambition that pushes too hard, too fast, without regard for people or the rules around it, can unravel everything. My protagonist learns this the hard way, and watching him navigate that tension between wanting more and knowing when to pull back is one of my favorite things about this story. He is 16, he's ambitious, but he's still just figuring out that the two do not always work in his best favor. So here's my question for you today. Is there something you have been ambitious about that has asked more of you than you even expected? Something that pushed you outside of your comfort zone in ways you never anticipated? Tell me in the comments, because your story matters just as much as mine. And before I go, newsletter number 10 drops Wednesday, August 5th, link in bio. Reminder, puzzle piece 3 dropped on Wednesday, July 29th on Instagram, TikTok, and Substack notes. So if you've not yet found it, head over there immediately and, play the puzzle piece game. Tell me in the comments how it fits into the storyline of the secondaries and get in the running to win a personally signed first copy. I'm Joni Ray. My book is called The Secondaries, and we're just getting started. See you next Wednesday.